welcome everyone to another video. I've received a few questions and today I will go through one of those questions, and let me just quickly have a look. So this question was asked by Frederick. So he writes, Tobi, I have a question. I find that I have a hard time disciplining me to do the actual meditation. When I meditate, the first few minutes are a bit heavy, for a lack of a better word, and therefore I have a small resistance toward beginning with meditation. Now the only meditation I do is 5 to 12 minutes in the evening before sleep. I've had an easier time to create a routine before I go to bed, since the circumstances are always same at night. Nothing to do but go to sleep. Compared, for example, in the morning when I sometimes have a time and sometimes need to go to school or do something else. Do you have any tip on how to easier get over starting with something that is a bit heavy? Okay. So he adds, and one thing that I find interesting is that I know that I feel good almost all the time if I would cram in another 15 minutes of meditation per day. It has been that way every time I succeeded with this. But this I know with my mind, but in my feelings this does not feel immediately true. Interesting that my mind and my feeling are different in this aspect. Okay, so this is a problem that I think a lot of people have. That, well, really the problem is the way we approach the practice of meditation. And there seems to be this kind of attitude towards meditation, which is, I do this so later I get some sort of reward, or I get some sort of good feeling. And then we have this imagination that if I do this every day for, let's say, if I can do every morning 1 hour or 30 minutes, and then every evening another 30 minutes, then in the future, someday, I will be feeling perfect. I will be feeling amazing all the time. Life is going to be bright and brilliant and beautiful. So right now I have to kind of force myself to do this very unpleasant sitting practice so I can then get over it eventually, later. You see, this kind of attitude, we find that a lot with people who grew up in a Western society, for example, and get this idea that you have to go through these hard school years so later on you can then enjoy your job, or you have to bite through these few years with your work so later you can enjoy your retirement. So we bring that into our meditation practice too. So we think, okay, I have to kind of bite through this so later on I get a reward. There is a fundamental problem with bringing that into our meditation practice, and the problem is that eventually meditation practice goes from something that we have to do, being disciplined, to something that we actually feel aversion towards. We feel aversion is sitting down on a cushion and just relaxing. Really, meditation is not at all like this. It goes completely in the other direction. Meditation means that you're gradually going through a process of relaxing with yourself, leaving yourself alone, if you want to say so. You just sit down and enjoy just being here. And whatever that entails, whatever comes along is okay. For example, let's say there is a happy feeling coming along. Great, no problem. The happy feeling comes, you see it clearly, and it goes. And then after a while, you've been sitting, like let's say for 10, 15 minutes, and then there's this negative sensation coming up. You see that too. The negative sensation, the positive sensation, a neutral sensation, they all become your objects. You're looking at them with awareness, with mindfulness. This is really the key point. This is the central point of meditation practice, is mindfulness. It is the ability to see yourself very clearly, here and now. You don't try to make yourself different. You don't try to create some sort of super duper mind or a super duper body. That's not the point. Rather, be with yourself and see everything as it actually is. Okay? So if, for example, if you sit down and in the first 5 minutes you feel agitated, then notice, there is agitation, and just stay with it. You just stay with this agitation and notice, okay, an agitation feels like this. There is some buzzing in my belly, there is some palpitation in my chest, there is some heat going up and down in my body. Whatever you feel, you accept it. You see it clearly for what it actually is. You're neither trying to get rid of it, nor do you try to keep it like that. You just simply leave it as it is, only observing it, witnessing it, seeing it. The point of meditation is to understand yourself, to understand your mind, to understand your body, and see the mind and the body for what they actually are. The point is not to make yourself perfect. You see? So you have to learn to wake up rather than trying to make something happen so that the future might hopefully become better in some way. So if you approach meditation like this, you will see that this concept of discipline falls away, and meditation becomes a rather relaxing activity. You just simply sit down and you wake up to yourself. And while you're waking up to yourself, you learn to relax with that. You relax. Whatever arises, you relax. You see it clearly for what it is, and you relax. You leave it be. You don't try to make it a certain way. You leave it be and relax anyways. True peace arises in a person that is not in conflict with their mind and their body or the world around us. We're not fighting it. We're not trying to get rid. We're not trying to get something. We're just simply accepting it for what it is and relax anyways. This is true peace. So this is the process of learning meditation. And so I recommend using the time, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Start up with 15 minutes of just sitting down every evening. Make that a routine. Sit down every evening for 15 minutes and just simply leave yourself alone. Don't try to get anywhere. Don't try to do anything. Simply be here and watch what happens. Whatever happens, see it and relax. It's really, really simple. So you try that for, let's say, try it for a month. Every week, add 2 minutes to your practice. That's 4 times 2 minutes, it's 8 minutes more. So at the end of the month, you then sit for 23 minutes in the evening. And commit to that. Do it for a month and let me know how it goes. You can let me know in the comments below, or you just write me a personal message, no problem, and we can discuss that, okay? So I hope that was helpful, and let me know how it goes, and see you next time. Bye-bye.